And that jarring cacophony tells you you're back with the Power of Three podcast. We're back with another bonus episode, given that there's been some breaking news, well, a breaking trailer, so we might as well have a little bit of time discussing it. I'm Kenny Smith, and join me as you listen, it's my pal up the road.
Hi, I'm Steevie Day, Stevie with a stubble day, because I'm on holiday, Kenny.
It is a stubbly day. Stubbly Stevie day.
Stubbly day. Don't want to get too close, but have you any pine doors needing sanded? I am your man.
I don't have any pine doors whatsoever. We've got some new ones put on a couple of years, in fact 3 years ago now. That's quite scary. But they're rather nice doors. Some needs painted still on this side in the living room. All the else have been done, but because we're meant to decorate this room that I'm sitting in today.
My beard don't do painting. Think of Desperate Dan. In one of those not early dandies, 1970s dandies, where the doors would fit. You know, that's me. That's my chin.
Okay.
So available for hire. Anybody for that purpose?
Okay, well, you do have bristles in common with a paintbrush, so I was just going down that line. But okay, I've been beaten. Anyway, the new Doctor Who trailer, Russell T Davies sort of has been sharing it, and various others have. So why don't we have a quick listen to it before we get started?
Yeah.
Give me the loving!
Where did he come from?
I don't know, he sort of popped up at the right moment. And then he spoke about time travel.
Ruby,
You want to know my secret?
I have the whole universe at my fingertips.
And I'm all on my own. I'd love it if you came with me.
Who are you?
I'm the Doctor.
Time may change me.
It's called the TARDIS. It's a time and space machine.
Is it safe?
No idea.
What if I change history by stepping on a butterfly?
Well, that's not gonna happen, is it?
Oh, what's wrong?
With all my adventures,
Never seen anything like this before.
Oh my, Bridgerton. This place is completely mad.
Things seem to be turning more and more supernatural.
Is that a monster?
No, don't be silly. There's no such thing as monsters. They're just creatures you haven't met yet.
There are powers beyond the universe, so vast.
The whole world could slide into the pit. This is what we're trying to stop.
I'm still her mum. I need to know she'll be okay. You'll keep her safe?
I will keep us safe. I promise.
It's taken me all this time to realize what I'm here to do. I'm gonna save the world.
everything is possible. Everything is possible.
Time may change me, but I can't trace time.
There we go. Changes. Anyway, Stevie, first thoughts on it. Give us your overall thoughts when you watched it. Did it make you want to watch the show?
Of course it did. It hooked me in, and I was straight there, and conversation stopped. I have to say, not as good as Do You Want to Come With Me? Nothing's going to beat that. But it kind of, and then I had to go back and watch again and watch again and watch again. That must be the sign of a good trailer. And that's before I started making notes. What about you?
Yeah, I watched and thought, yeah, that's rather good. And my favourite bit is right at the start when the TARDIS lands in the unit tower. And I've got to say that is my favourite bit in the whole trailer, because I think that's kind of cool. The fact they've got... It reminds me a bit of The Runaway Bride with the TARDIS chase. And here at least the budget is obviously huge to do this, and it looks fantastic. So yeah, and in the background you can see Donna's Rose. You can see little Lenny. I can't remember. Was it Lenny? No, I wouldn't say Warren. No, that's a guy I know. Lenny Rush. Is it Lenny Rush?
I'm not sure, but I know who you mean.
And there's the unit soldiery guy as well.
Yeah.
They're all in the background. I noticed no sign of Mel in the background, but hopefully she's front and centre, ready to say, "Oh, welcome back."
Well, interestingly, as he appears and says, "Give me lovin'," who's he saying that to? Because he's just come straight past all these characters, and I'm just wondering who he's pounced out on.
Could it be himself?
Ooh.
Could it be David Tennant?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I don't think so, but I'm just throwing it out there as an option.
It's a good thought. One I had not considered. There are a few complaints from British people who watched it on Disney because there's Disney Plus splashed all over it, and that seems to be one of their major. Oh, we don't like this, and I'm thinking, just enjoy Doctor Who, new Doctor Who. Let's go with it, regardless of the branding.
Exactly. But yeah, first impressions, very good, very exciting, and trying to identify which one Stephen Moffat's episode is. And I think it's going to be the one with it's just like creatures are, it's just a creature, the bit you haven't met yet, and that seems quite Moffat-y to me. And then the roar.
Well, you can't ignore dinosaurs, and now they weren't on a spaceship, but there were dinosaurs and monsters. No, I don't know, but the thing is with Stephen Moffat, it could be one of those, or it could be the butterfly.
Yeah, see, I think going by the outfits, it looks like that's a straight continuation from the church on Ruby Road.
Well,
as they step outside,
it's interesting. I was watching and listening to it, and I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute, I've heard about not stepping on butterflies, then don't step on a butterfly, Martha and David Tennant. And it was quite interesting to have that straight in there.
Yeah, I do wonder. And something else that got me wondering, of course, we get to see the Beatles episodes with them looking all super in the 60s. And then we get to see a devastated Earth. Now, this got me thinking back to something that they'd originally planned for The Unquiet Dead. Where they'd been planning to do basically a retread of the scene in Pyramids of Mars with I'm from 1980 and showing that what happens if you don't get involved.
Yep.
And I was thinking, have they done it this time for the Disney American viewers or worldwide viewers?
I did think that's and we've kind of done that somewhere else, and I can't remember where. Pyramids of Mars does spring to mind. There was another thing about this, time is fluid. If we don't do this, was that not in the Ragnaros episode as well? Did we not go forward anyway? But that could be for the viewers who have never seen that before. But it's not a bad trope to go on in sci-fi to say. But yeah, you think you're safe in your little TARDIS in your time machine, but it can go wrong.
And there's something else that I noticed as well. I've just actually hit play on the trailer. Also, I love the sort of Disney Plus colour scheme. That would have been a really good title sequence, maybe Colin Baker-ish.
Yep.
The reuse of clips was quite interesting. In fact, there was quite a lot of them in there again, which I thought was quite, I suppose it's sort of, maybe for those who didn't see Church and Ruby Road, it sort of does give you that first look of Ruby's face when she's going, wow.
Yep.
And the Doctor looking effortlessly cool as ever.
Well, it gives that introduction, doesn't it? It gives that whole of Church on Ruby Road.
Yeah, but something I hadn't noticed until literally like my last watch before this call was that in the bit where the Doctor's wearing his Regency outfit, there's a holographic picture of David Tennant's face there, and it is the 10th Doctor.
Oh.
Had you missed this?
I've missed that. I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
It's roughly about 45 seconds in.
Okay, let's go 45 seconds in. The wonders of technology. The YouTube viewers will just love this bit as we scroll.
Absolutely, as we spin on.
45 seconds, you're right.
Yep, thereabouts, where it's got the Doctor, the Regency outfit, and you get to see a David Tennant face as a 10th Doctor, definitely not 14th, just floating there.
Nah, not seeing it, but maybe that's just...
Keep playing it. It might just be slightly after that.
I've got that at about 26 when he's in the Regency outfit.
Okay, no, keep playing. He will pop up further on. It's that just after the
Maybe I'm watching a shorter version.
It's just before the butterfly bit.
Oh.
And you'll notice that there is a flickering still of David Tennant's face. Now, is this somebody who's recognised the Doctor and going through his various faces?
Right.
11th hour style?
No. I'm going to bore you if I'll look for it, but I believe you. I believe you. Well, again, I think that although it's being branded in some areas season 1, you can't forget everything else that's gone before.
No, it's series 14.
Yeah.
There's no getting away from it.
No getting away from that. I like the abandoned TARDIS.
Yes, that looks good. A bit like we had with the Moth before, of course, when in Trenzalore.
Amazingly, today I also saw a couple of people have recreated that with character options TARDISes.
Of course they have.
Facebook and Instagram. And quite interestingly as well, I love the creativity. One person in the trailer, at one point there's an old lady, roughly 1 minute and 4 seconds into it, and the old lady is June Hudson, who designed Tom Baker's season 18 costume and was a costume designer throughout the Graham Williams years for Tom. Wow.
And she's the old lady going, and they've got her in because I've seen her acting in a couple of adverts as well, which I was quite surprised by.
That's brilliant.
That's just super, super geekiness and watching and going, hang on, that's June Hudson.
Now, am I right in seeing Ruby with a gun as well?
Oh, I missed that, but I did see Indira Varma before she transforms into some sort of alien.
There was a bit, but then I wasn't sure whether it was her or not.
I also quite like the chase when it looks like whatever city it is, London probably, getting devastated. It looks like something out of 28 days later, the day after tomorrow.
Yep, or an Avengers movie. That's what I was seeing. It's that same kind of build-up with cars scattered. I did notice, I know there was some reuse of stuff in there, but I thought I saw Ruby Road stuff, Church on Ruby Road stuff that we hadn't seen before with the Doctor. I wasn't sure. And also that scene of him screaming out the TARDIS door, obviously about loss. There was something going on there that we just are not privy to. But, you know, a trailer should excite you but not give too much away, and should let fans pick holes in it. Yes,
which they already are doing. Like the alien, whatever it is, the bug-like version of Millie. Oh, sorry, Ruby. I keep saying Millie. Ruby. So yeah, I was interested with that, and then it looks like she's drinking a glass of wine at one point as well. And why not if you've had a hard day's adventuring in time and space?
And I'm getting with the music stuff, with the music chords wrapped around people. I was getting a bit of Alice in Wonderland there. Not quite sure why I was getting that.
I think it looks like they're on the outfit of I don't know the character's name, but obviously Jinx Muldoon, the drag artist who's appearing at some point in the season, so I'd assume it was coming off of their outfits. So we'll see what else have I got in my notes here.
It's good to see the family.
Yes.
The family returning.
Yes, which to me looks like it could almost like follow on from Ruby Road, as they all seem to have the same outfits on.
Yep. So
maybe that is extra sort of new stuff that sort of ties in with the Doctor's outfit and stuff like that. So, and of course we do get a bit more Mel, which is always good to see. We want to see plenty of Mel. Everything is possible, as the trailer tells us.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just, I mean, Dave and I have spoken previously about, we hope that Mel gets a line of, this is slightly different from the last time we did this in Wales or something like that.
Yeah.
And a reference to Delta and the Bannermen, Dave's favourite story. So I think that would be good fun if we could get something along those lines. Yeah, it's it's pacey. The editing of it is very, very fast.
Yeah.
And it feels slick. It feels more American.
I think there are people who make trailers.
Yeah.
And there are people who make livings making good trailers. The difference that I'm noticing here, because I did check Disney trailer versus the BBC trailer, and apart from branding, they are exactly the same, which was not the case for Church on Ruby Road.
Ooh.
Church on Ruby Road Disney trailer gave away an awful lot more about what was going on than the BBC trailer did. I'm imagining perhaps there was some disputes after that went out. because, yeah, people were just lapping that up and going, oh, it's this, it's that, it's the other. And those of us who were just on a UK trailer were going, well, that's not in our trailer. So maybe lessons have been learned, a bit more control. I do remember back in David Tennant days, they really had to keep control of what was being used in trailers. I do remember that in Doomsday, Daleks escaped before Daleks were visible in Doomsday in a trailer, and that very quickly disappeared.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose that's the thing, though. You've got to decide what's going to go in, even subtle hints. We know that Russell likes to hint and tease and tantalise, but no, there's not. There's enough there to sort of, you think you know a bit, but you know nothing at the same time, which I think is what Russell's always been quite keen in doing. I mean, and this is not a pop at Chris Chibnall. Obviously, he has his ideas and what he wanted to do, but I just think keeping everything secret until the last minute and hoping everybody will tune in, it doesn't work. You need to give them something to build up to keep them looking forward to it throughout the year.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's something that since Russell came back, there's been a news story, an official news story, at least one a month. So there's been that sort of constant drip. So people are looking forward to seeing it when it comes back.
Yeah.
And I think that, Chris's tactic, obviously, that was what they did with Broadchurch. They kept it all quiet and only revealed the guest stars in the trailer.
Yeah. And
I think that, obviously, I can see why they would do that. I can understand, sort of keep it a surprise, but really, Doctor Who's a show you need to build the interest up in, given that it's pretty much since Matt's time at the ratings have been on the wane.
Yeah.
Which is, and I don't like saying that. Obviously, that's with Peter's time it dropped, with Jodie's time it dropped. Hopefully, with David's time it looks like it's picked up a bit, and it'll continue to pick up with Shooty, but we don't know. But I think that there's a logic to what Chris did, but I think it was the wrong course of action, and they should have changed.
I think it's, especially with how television video is watched now and consumed, you want to still be event television, but you're not going to grab everybody in. I think it's good that they're just putting out one episode a week, and then you can do catch up.
Apart from week one.
Oh, 2 episodes more. But I think a good trailer that people remember really helps with that. I give you the River Song voiceover from Matt Smith's second season.
Yes.
Which is still in my brain. I couldn't repeat it verbatim right now, but it's still in my brain. But I do think that is one of the best put together series trailers. The final Davros episode with Julian Bleach, the 2, what was that?
Journey's End.
Again, you had a trailer for that ran from the moment the first episode finished. And it was everywhere, and you could remember it. And it's one of those things that in 20 years' time, I will still remember it. And that's when it's done a good job. And you've gone, yeah, I'm going to watch that.
Yeah, but I think it's fair to say that regardless of the trailer, we're still going to watch it.
I'm still going to watch it, but, I'm an easy audience. You've got me. You stick Doctor Who in front of it, and mostly I'm going to watch it. Yeah,
although I've worked out that when the final episode goes out, it's going to be the penultimate one will drop at midnight on June the 15th, which is all fine. I go on holiday that day, so I can stay up and watch it. But the following week, I'm going to have to try and get into Disney Plus in Spain, and hopefully they'll be showing Doctor Who in English there. So I'll have to find out. I'll find out in advance from a friend who's out there. So
you need a VPN, Kenny. A VPN.
It's in a VPL, I suppose.
You don't want a VPL. That doesn't help you watch Disney Plus.
No, definitely not.
No.
Definitely not. Well, there we go.
Cracking trailer. Keep it coming, boys, girls.
Absolutely. Roll on the next one. Surely it can't be too long before we get another one.
Do you think maybe with the way my voice is, this Easter, Shooty Gatwa, Kenny Smith, Doctor Who.
You're not Red Pepper, but you're not bad. If you don't, anybody who doesn't know who Red Pepper is, Google him. Red with 2 Ds. Red Pepper. He's the guy with the voice like this. But he's brilliant. But there we go. Oh well, Stevie, thank you for your time for this little bonus episode.
Thank you.
And I think it's quite obvious. I'm going to ask you the question, Stevie.
Okay.
Stevie, what tune do you think we should play out with today?
Do you know what? I was listening to a really nice tune. It was on some kind of trailer I was watching.
Oh, really?
Something about time may change me, but I can't trace time. But I think they use slightly different words, and Maybe if you could come up with that one.
I think it's Changes from David Bowie.
I was going to say the Shrek song, but yes, quite right.
Yes.
David Bowie.
Okay, let's go with Mr. Bowie. Cheers, Stevie. Cheers, listeners. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
And hear you too. Bye.
Bye.
Still don't know what I was waiting for, and my time was running wild, a million dead-end streets, and every time I thought I got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, but I've never caught a glimpse how the others must see the faker. I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man. Changes. Turn and face the strain. Changes. It's gonna have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time.
I mean, I was listening to it, I'm watching it and listening to it and thinking, I'll turn off my phone so it doesn't go ding.
That's a good idea.